Hi, Steve Gale here. In this video, I'm going to demonstrate doing an EC2 instance for the Industry 4 server configured from a user data script. So we'll start off going into EC2. And what we're going to do is we're going to launch an instance. And we'll just use the Amazon Linux 2 AMI. So we'll select that. Just selected. And we'll just use T2 Micro, so it can run in the free tier. And next thing we'll do is configure the instance details. So we'll just use a default VPC, and we'll just put this into a public subnet. So we'll just use default settings here. Nothing special there, no IAM role needed. And we need to use a data, so I've got to use a data script. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the user data script here. Just copy there, Control A, Control C, and I'm going to paste it all in there. And this is going to install LAMP server. So it's going to start installing PHP, MariaDB, enable Apache, change the Apache user information so that the EC2 user has access to the var.ww folder, and then we're going to put a PHP info file in var.ww HTML PHP info. Then we're going to start MariaDB. We're going to configure MariaDB with a root password of password1, create a user account, and grant privileges on that user account. Then after that, what we're going to do is we're going to install some additional PHP stuff so that we can run PHPmyAdmin. And then we're going to go and get the PHPmyAdmin files, and we're going to make a directory PHP under var.ww HTML PHPmyAdmin, and we're going to put the PHPmyAdmin files in there. And then we're going to restart MariaDB. So that's our user data script. So next thing I'll do is I'll go to storage, and I'll just use 8 gig GP2, be fine. We don't need any tags. Yeah, I could add a tag. No, I won't do that. So next one, security group. So first thing we know, we can SSH into the box. So this should be locked down further using a static IP. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add a rule for HTTP on port 80, so I can HTTP into the server. I'm not going to use HTTPS for the moment, but probably would add HTTPS. And certainly this one should be locked down to a static IP, but for this purpose, I'll just leave it open. So that's probably the only additional rule I need at the moment. And eventually I'll need an additional rule because I want to manage the database remotely. But we'll put 3306, but we'll put 3306 in later from a static IP. So let's go to a review and launch. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So what I need to do is I need to create a new key pair, RSA key. I'll give it a key pair name. I'll call it I40- and today's date 06/04/22, and I'll download the key pair, and that's come as a PEM file. And then I'll just go to launched instances, and I'll wait for that instance to launch. So the next thing I want to do is I want to SSH into this box. So I'll just go to view instances, and we'll see that instance will just starting to fire up. So while I'm waiting for this instance to fire up, what I need to do is I need to convert this PEM file into a PPK so I can use it with PuTTY. So to do this, I'm going to use PuTTygen. So I'll go and find PuTTygen. Putty, where's Putty? Putty and PuttyGen. And I'm going to load the key file, and I'm after a, I'll go to all files, and I'm looking for, that's the PEM file. So I'll pick up this PEM file and I'll open that, and okay. So what I need to do is I've loaded the PEM file. So what I'll do is I'll save the key. So I'll save the private key. Yeah, that's fine. And I'll save it as a 06 as a PPK and save. And then I can close this. So I can see that my instance is running now. So if I just go and have a look at my instance details, I can see this is my public IP address. So what I'll do is I'll copy this. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go and run putty. And so I'll pick up putty. And I'm going to go as EC2 user at, and that IP address, but EC2 user. And but what I need to do is I need to load the PPK file. So I'll go into SSH auth, and then I'll browse here, and I'll pick up that PPK file and open that. And now I should be able to open the connection to my instance. And yes, and I should be logged in as EC2 user. So I'll just do a PWD, and you can see I'm at home EC2 user. So what I've done now is I've just changed directory to var www.html, and you can see I've got my PHP info file, and I've also got my PHPmyAdmin folder, and that's been created there now. I should probably remove this, but so what I'm now ready to do is I'm ready to log in with PHPmyAdmin. What I can also do is I can have a look at MySQL and just have a look and see at whether the users have been created.